What's up, boys and girls in the works? And yes, that is the intro I used to use way back in the day. And way back in the day, I used to play Medal of Honor, and that's what we're playing right now. And you're probably like, why on earth are you playing such a horrible game? Well, I want to talk a little bit about Medal of Honor 2 because I love dice, and I've always wanted to love Medal of Honor. And if you've been around my channel since the very beginnings, you know I used to play a ton of Medal of Honor, but a lot of flaws made this game pretty much unplayable for not only me, but the entire community. And they've recently announced, and we were talking about this on the last part in the dashboard episode, that there's going to be a Medal of Honor 2, and they're going to announce it on March 3rd at an EA event. And I think that's the Game Developers Conference is on, that week of March 3rd. So that's pretty exciting in my opinion, because to me, Medal of Honor was the best first-person shooter campaign I had ever played. And the multiplayer was pretty, I would say, pretty revolutionary, but it just had so many things holding it back. Now this game you see right here is not good. Not the game itself, obviously. This match, this round, it has some good spots in it where I get a lot of kills, but I'm going to show you a lot of the flaws in this game within this footage you're seeing in front of you. And you have to play so conservative in Medal of Honor, it made it kind of boring. I mean, you can rush, yeah, but you're going to run into somebody just sitting, waiting for you to run out of your spawn. And that was one of the biggest problems of Medal of Honor. The first installment was that the spawns were fixed, which means you can only spawn in one spot. And when you run out of that spawn, most likely there's going to be a dude aimed down sights ready to kill you soon as you spawn. Now another problem was with the fixed spawns is you could die to a kill streak more than two times. You could die 3 times to the same rocket strike, and you're like, what? How could that happen? How could a game make spawns so horrible? And that's one of the things I hope they fix. Now, I want to point out, DICE won't be doing Medal of Honor. It will not be a DICE title. It's going to be a Danger Close title. So if you played the campaign, you kind of know what it's going to feel like. Now, the campaign had awesome graphics. The campaign felt really smooth. Like, if they would have put the campaign, like if they would have just let Danger Close do the first one, I think that Medal of Honor would have been an awesome game. So I'm really kind of excited for this game because, I liked Medal of Honor. I thought that it had a lot of good ideas that were poorly implemented. Like, I think that the kills chain thingamajigger was a good idea. I mean, it was such a good idea, you saw games like Homefront and Call of Duty picking it up. So it did a lot of things right, in my opinion. I think it was a really solid title, but it was just a few things away from pretty much being a playable game. Because the spawns, you can't overlook the spawns. You can't overlook the way you can't even move. Like, you got like 15 snipers aimed down sights when you're trying to run out of your spawn. I mean, that was ridiculous. Snipers are a one-hit kill to the upper body, at least with the bolt actions. So snipers were a real big problem in this game, in my opinion. I think it was one of the other big flaws of this game. Now, another thing that we talked a little bit about during part in the dashboard was the kill chain thingamajigger too confusing? Because, during this game, I had no idea how to call in my kill chain. I hadn't played this game in so long, and I hadn't played it on PC yet, that I was like sitting here trying to fumble around, trying to figure out which button called in my UAV because I didn't want to accidentally call in the rocket strike. And that got me thinking, maybe the kill streak thing should have been a little bit more streamlined. I feel like there was no way to really look up what kill streaks you could get. It was pretty much a mystery. So when you got that first cruise missile, it was kind of like a surprise. I mean, that could be a cool thing, it could be a bad thing, I don't know. It really just depends on your school of thought. But you're going to see me die to a rocket strike a bunch of times in a row here towards the end. And it just goes to show you how goofy the spawn system was in this game. So I have a lot of high hopes for Danger Close. I think that if they make it similar to the way they made the campaign, I think we could have a solid title to kind of compete between Call of Duty. To kind of here's this part right here. I'm gonna die to this. I'm gonna spawn back in. Watch. Hold on. Wait for it. Wait for it. It's coming. There it is. Okay. So anyways. I think it could compete because, Danger Close put a lot of cool mechanics into the game. They had the lean mechanic. They had a lot of things that worked really well. So I'm excited to see what Medal of Honor 2 has to offer. I'll probably be covering the, keeping on track of a lot of the coverage they have on Medal of Honor 2 because I'm excited. I like having variety in my gaming life. And I think Medal of Honor with Danger Close is a recipe for success if they fix some of the major flaws in this game. But I think Medal of Honor offers a good medium between a Battlefield and Call of Duty style game where it's a little bit of both mixed into one. So I'm really excited. Hopefully you guys are too. Let me know if you plan on if you would give Medal of Honor 2 another chance after the disaster of Medal of Honor 1, because I know a lot of people hated this game. But I will see you guys later. Peace.